The increasing presence of the US and French army in Africa, is it to fight against terrorism or a competition for Africa's natural resources?
This terrorism war that we keep claiming exists, is it one that we create ourselves, or is it one that genuinely, genuinely exists and then needs to be taken out? Equally, we see the same thing with the US and the French. Right across Africa, we're fighting terrorism, but then terrorism is on the increase. So if we're fighting this war, why is it that we're not gaining grounds with all our expertise and abilities? We're not able to gain ground sufficiently to limit their growth or to limit their spread or to, take them out completely. It just doesn't make sense. It's not just a fight about terrorism. There is a direct fight there to continue the colonization of Africa, to continue the colonization of African resources.
The economic partnership agreement between the EU and Africa, EU encourages African countries to open up 83% of their markets for EU imports.
Think about it being a Ghana or Kenya or any country in Africa. And I tell you, my market is open for you, 15% for your exports. Now, imports, the imports are just the same thing. We are back to the same thing because most of it, they use the same minerals, resources from Africa. They'll do the finished products. And those finished products, made out of African resources, will be flooded back to African markets.
Yeah.
So who is benefiting more? I'll give a typical example. Look at cocoa. Comes from Ghana. The UK has all these chocolates. But these all chocolates are exported back to Africa.